Hey guys, Brian, just wanted to show you, I'm going to use this Spontaneous Creations by Bryan tool. It's a spaceship one, and I've been wanting to use it. I just got it, getting ready to use it, and then I just have a little, I think this is an 8x10. Just a little one, and the piece of cardboard here, I mixed up some of my own paint, so I want to be sure that my consistency was correct. This color here, this yellow, is a heavy-bodied acrylic sax, and I just mixed it with Floetrol and a tiny bit of water per Bryan's mix regulations, or how Bryan does it. And then I have Porage Posse paint with a tiny bit of silicone. We mixed this up out of one of Christina's pots. Is awesome color. So I just want to make sure these are consistent. This is the Molten Chroma Rosa color, and it is I want to say no silicone and just Floetrol. And then again we have Christina Porage Posse paints, the henna clay. So I'm just going to use these four colors, but I want to make sure my consistencies are correct. And I'm going to start with the henna clay because it's Porage Posse paint pre-mixed by Christina Welch. And so I want to be sure that this is my base for consistency. So I'm going to put a little drop here. And I just shook these up a few minutes ago, so they're popping out real quick. Then I'm going to put my Molten in here. Color. Christina's, I think it's the Carolina Blue Shimmer that I'm looking at right there. And then the neon yellow here. And then I just want to make sure they're all kind of moving. Oh, couldn't see it there. Moving as fast as each other. Looks like the Carolina Blue might be winning a little bit, but the rest are really consistent. So I'm going to be pretty happy with that. I'm going to use these four colors because I don't want to use too many colors. And I'm going to use for my base, I'm going to use white on the base. And the base is a heavy body sax white paint mixed with Floetrol and a tiny bit of water. Oh, you know what? I've got to check the consistency on these two too, because I just recently mixed these up, and I have two different bottles. Now I'm using the Porage, this says the 2021 Posse Retreat on it. These are Bryan's Spontaneous Creations, what do you call that, filters. So in case my Floetrol was kind of old, I didn't want to have too many goobers coming out. And I did two different whites because I wasn't sure about consistency, and it's been a long time since I mixed paint. So again, this one is from the retreat. My brother Bryan brought me some really cool, quite a few of these, and I use them on my bottles because I don't do enough painting, so I end up with a lot of older paints in my bottles, so I have to be careful of that. But then those filter caps really are awesome. They help me. And then I had the green cap first, and then the pink. So that's how I'm telling them apart for consistency. I think I want a little bit thinner for a base. So guess who won? This is the green cap. We're going to go with the green cap. Oh, I don't know. Looks like this one might be the better way to go. And it looks like it's flowing pretty good. Oh, hopefully you can see that. I'm getting out of the camera. Gotta learn what I'm doing here. Again, I'm always a novice. I don't get to do this enough. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the pink magenta cap for my white base because it seems to be a little bit better. This canvas here, I did paint the edges. I had some leftover black. I was painting on some things, so instead of wasting the black, I just painted my corners or my edges, get it taken care of. I got it sitting on some wax paper. Just to keep everything a little bit cleaner, and I could just throw it out or whatever. This does not look too level though right now. Let's see what we got going here. Level is the name of the game when we use these. Looks pretty good. Not gonna know for sure till I put the paint on there. But let me start with the white base and just get a nice covering on there. I probably should have taped those pretty black edges I made. Ah, well. It's alright. We'll go with what we got here. Won't hurt to have them all covered with something. That's the way I was thinking on it. Put it on there. Always the edges are the ones that seem to not get enough paint, or I just can't bring myself to pour over the edge, you know, because I like what I see. I don't want to keep pouring it over the edge. I just feel sick pouring over the paint. That's just how I roll, I guess. Okay, so got our white base going, and then let me get my Spontaneous Creations by Bryan spaceship tool. And this is cool. It has holes here, if you can see. It's got the holes there. Let me get up here. So yeah, see the holes on the edge there, and then it's really neat. Now you could probably use it on this side too, which I think it's got a big deep well. Well, not super deep, but you know, a little bit of my finger in there, if you can see that. You could probably use both sides, but I'm going to use this side because it looks pretty cool. And I'm going to start by sticking this in the center, just like that. And I'm just going to use my 4 colors, like I said. I'm going to minimize my color choices. And I think I'd like to have the red henna clay Barrage Posse clay color on the outside. So we'll start with that one. And this is my first time ever using this tool, so I've never even seen anyone else use it, but I'm going to do it like this and see what happens. Kind of giving it, whoa, I went over the edge. I didn't mean to do that, but I want to give it a nice good saturation so it can start hitting those holes on the sides, right? And then fill up these little petal chambers. I'm going to turn it around, make sure I'm getting in those petals. Okay, looks like that's a nice good amount. I've got it starting to come out there on the edges, which is what I was looking for. I'll use my cap. So I got the red, and then I'm going to go blue because I love purple, and I'm also going to work on getting some green on here for Bryan's, but that's going to be after the blue. So we're going to start and do another nice good saturation of the blue so it goes all the way through. And I get kind of in a hurry, so I might want to slow down a little. This does have a shimmer in it and silicone. Okay, like the way that's looking right now. I might have gone a little heavy, but that's all right. We can come back. Now here's the opportunity for green. I'm going to add my fluorescent or neon yellow over the top of that blue, and that once it mixes in the end will give me some green. And I can already see that happening. So I'm hoping this is sinking in those holes and I'm not going too far. Okay, I'm going to stop right there on that yellow because I want to get my rose colored copper, gold. It says copper. I guess it is copper. Oh, that's really cool. It's got some little heart-shapey things going on from the split on the top. Cool. Okay, and then I'm going to get this pretty color in there. Top of the yellow. But again, it looks like I'm getting a little heavy for this 8x10. So I want to be careful. I don't get too much colors in there. Now then, oh, this one might have some issues. I just put the red, such a small amount it looks like, and too much blue. I don't want to put the red on top of that rose gold. I think we'll go with a little of the white in between. The red and the gold. Whoa. And that's going really good. Let's give that a minute to go down. Because I don't know if it's because I'm not putting in enough paint. Maybe that is it. I need to get some more in there so it comes around. And it looks like I am a little bit off level. Just keep turning her around here. Yeah, as you can see I am a little lopsided. Let's get some going. So our colors are coming out. Okay. And I'm using the same white I used for the base, the magenta cap. It's a little bit thinner than the other white I had. Okay, now we're going to get back to the red. And I'm going to give it a good dose of red because it looks like I just lost all my red. Almost can measure it by those spikes. Yeah, definitely love that. Okay, and then twist it back around so I can get my flow a little more even. Cool, cool, cool. Liking it. I'm really excited to see what's underneath with those holes on the sides because the paint has to be going in there. It's got nowhere else to go. So, okay, back to blue. I'm going to go a little lighter I think each time again here. So I don't get, well, it's an 8x10. It's a small painting or canvas. Okay, it's starting to roll out. You can definitely see where I am not level. So I'm just going to keep turning it a little bit and giving it an even Steven kind of pour here. Oh, that's working out well though. Just turning it. Nice big bubble right there. I'm going to have to get rid of that guy. Okay, the making of green. Wow, just that little bit of turn makes a huge difference in how my little circles are coming out. So, kind of cool. Okay, yellow. And again, I don't want to overwhelm too much. That's my last yellow. I'm going to do one more of the copper, and then that's it. Let me see that. I'm just going to let it flow out a little bit before I turn and put the copper on. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm going to get impatient. Turn. Hopefully this is still 15 minutes. Wow, that's a long time for just this part. Not sure how good my camera is here. I'm going to do the copper. Last amount of paint on this canvas, because I know this is way too much for an 8 by 10. Okay, and then I might go ahead and get my airbrush out to kind of give that a quick push out. There, just take a second. Again, I'm just used this only a couple times. Not very good at it yet. Or learning what it does. I'm try and get it as small. I don't want a big brushy brush. Let me turn this again. Start giving it a proper flow. It's amazing. Oh goodness, look at that. Get that all to flow down. Ooh. I could have done some major damage there. Hopefully not. It's looking pretty cool. Okay. Alrighty then. So I'm going to give it a little more time to flow because, as you can see, my unlevel table, I really don't want to give it a lot of air around the edges because I'm afraid I'll do too much muddying. And I really don't want to go that way. But I do have some bubbles. Let me get rid of those. There's a couple. Oh, yeah, there were some big ones in there. Won't hurt to heat it up right away. I have, I'm in a garage, so it's kind of chilly out here. So as far as anything with the silicone coming out, that's going to be kind of hard without any heat. Okay, turn it one more time. And I am going to, this thing is pretty strong. Trying to be really delicate. Oh, I'm probably goofing it up. It's pretty fun though. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this way back. I don't know if you guys can see, and I'm kind of just pushing that paint down into the holes and down a little bit. So starting at the center and then coming way back so I don't have too huge of a power, but just a little bit. Let me do one last side. And then, oh. Yeah, I'm hopefully not being too crazy here and making a big old mud mess. Oh, I think I did. Got crazy. Okay. Set that aside. Okay. still gonna give it a couple more minutes. Oh, picking them up is so scary. But this one's cool. It has little handles, which you don't always get for some tools you'd use. Okay, here we go. And I'm gonna go super slow because I feel like there's still a lot of paint on this fella. Oh, there is. Oh, but look at that. It's very pretty. Look at the pretty wispies in there. Oh, you probably can't see it. How beautiful it is. It looks really big in the camera, but it's an 8 by 10, so not as big as you would think. There is quite a bit of paint still left down here that I didn't get off. Look at those pretty little things it's making. But oh my gosh, so cool. No, I even like the center. That little thing in the center there. Might as well do all 4 corners real pretty. Big fan of copper. It looks like I am not way off balance, but definitely can tell the flow difference. And I know everybody wants to slice the flower petals up. I'm not going to. I'm going to leave them just how they are and do a little bit of movement here in a second. Just want to kind of give it a little bit of very pretty. This napkin over here. Okay. I'll learn to get that used a little bit better. So I'm going to actually go just a little bit this way. Give it a little more evenness in center. This is where I get very impatient. I do not want to go slow. So I have to watch myself so I don't mess up everything. Go a little bit this way and back, and then bring it back to center. Okay, and then go this way here, away from me. Oh. Bring it back to center. Those swishies around that circle are so cool. Oh, I went past center. Surprise! Bring it back to center. Okay. Try and go this way. Bring her back. Look at the green edges. They're beautiful. Around my yellow, I got my green. Mixing my blue and yellows for Bryan. Alright, almost went. I'm going to try and hold that off for a little bit before I let it go down over the edge. Okay, I think we're doing okay so far. Come this way towards me. Oh my. Okay, back. Not quite centered. Looks like I got some extra stretch there. Okay. Very patient here. I'm going to go corner to corner this time. See what I get going here. I don't want to get too much stretch, but it's starting to lose that blue on the edge, and I really like the blue and yellow, so I don't want to go too far and lose the copper as well. So I'm going to go back to center, and then get the dog hair off the edge. Yes, we have a dog. She's wonderful, but she's on everything. Whoa. Oh, I must have some more flow on that edge, so maybe I should add some over here so I don't lose everything I'm wanting to keep. Can we still see? Yeah, it looks so much different in the video. I didn't get a lot of the purple I was going for. Maybe as we tilt a little bit more, I'll get more purple. Okay, I'm going to go this direction. Catty corner to the corner. Whoa, lots of stretch there. Pull that back to the center. Again, I get super impatient, because that's who I am. Uh-oh. Thought I ran out of juice there for a minute. Getting a lot of bubbles in here, so I wanted to kind of get rid of my bubbles real quick. I'm running out of juice. I'm gonna have to get more juice in that thing. Okay, so we're gonna come back to this corner, which we haven't done yet. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. Oh, going over the edge a little bit finally. Okay, back to center. Okay, I'm going to put a little more white on this edge because it seemed like I'm not getting the amount of flow that I want on this side. So just a hair and a little bit here. But I seem to be doing okay on the other corners. Seems to just want to go on the other corners, but not this one. And this is the corner I'm going to go to. Whoops. I come back to this corner, see what I get. Kind of going away from you guys can't see. Oh, I just finally went off the edge. Alright. I was tipping all over the place too, if you didn't notice. Back and forth, all wonky. Okay, it hasn't totally gone over the edge yet. But it's gonna. So let's come back this way. Just straight. Because like I said, oh, and then I'm getting wonky again. Not paying attention to myself. Trying to stay straight. With my impatience mounting, of course. Okay. And then I'm going to go corners again because I really want to get those corners. They're kind of cool the way they look, but it's not what I want, obviously. One. Pulling it back. I know, I'm weird. I don't like to just dump it all off. Oh my gosh, this center with the copper and it's just gorgeous. Okay, so that was that corner. Go back to this corner. Hey, I'm gonna lose stuff I don't want to, but try and make it as minimal as possible. Still stretching here. Trying to get back to center. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to go this corner to this corner. Well, almost couldn't see what I was doing. Yep, there goes my blue and green. That's alright, I think it's gonna be quite awesome. Look at that color combo. I love it. Okay. That yellow and the blue are making a gorgeous emeraldy kind of green go on there. Okay. Back to center. Are you guys still thinking I should have split those petals? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm digging it. Okay, I'm going to go end to end and then corner to corner one more time, putting it off the canvas and see how it comes out. Go this way just a tidge, straight as I can manage my impatience, and then back again. Yeah, I got a lot of paint, but Bryan says there's never too much paint. Look at that cool lightning bolt I got going on in the center there. Okay, bringing it back to center. Digging it. Set that down. Ooh, so pretty. Okay, now I'm gonna do corner to corner this time. I turn this around here. My edges are looking darn good. Bryan's gonna laugh at me because I'm liking the green a lot right now. Okay, so off to the corners. I'm always giving him credit about his green because he's got his own color. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, back we go. Dang. Okay, that looks good. Okay, one more push to the edge on this corner. Come on, go. All right, just enough. Come back to center. I don't know how much you guys are seeing. I'm coming back to center here. Okay, just tipping it back, I've got some cells hopping out of there just with the movement, and while I put a little bit of heat on it. I'm going to go back to my corners one more time, or the opposite corner. I don't know why it hurts so much to dump off the edge. No, shouldn't have done that. Darn it, I'm gonna have to go a little bit more, get that blue over, because I don't want those little stripy stripes in there. Darn it. I do like the lightning bolt coming out. Last corner, although that kind of looks like a geode a little bit. We're gonna try and get some more of that blue over the edge there. Maybe save that little bit of green. I don't know if I can or not. Maybe just at that white line and up. All right, back to center. I don't think you guys can't see. Coming back to center here with my center petal, star. Wow. Alrighty. So make a and a little bit of my own hair looks like I've got in here. Edges look pretty good. Just gonna stop the flow here a little bit. But I didn't get the purple. I did get the green. I got that darling little, I don't dare put my hand over the top of the canvas right now. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me bring you down. So, right there. I'm getting shadow all over the place. Maybe you can see really close. Well, thanks for watching. It's Angie. Crunchberry. Have a great weekend.